Hi, this is Melanie of Pardesi Reviews, and I'm here to do a film review of War, starring Hrithik Roshan and Tiger Shroff. If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do film reviews and trailer reactions of Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, and Malayalam cinema. All right, I've been highly anticipating this film, mainly because of the dance-off possibilities between Hrithik and Tiger. I will admit Tiger Shroff is not necessarily my favorite person, but action movies I think is a really good fit for him. All of his martial arts skills, his grace, his athleticism works perfectly for action-type films. And Hrithik, the first film that I ever saw of his in the theater was Bang Bang. I've only been watching Hindi films for 5 years. So that was the first one. And I remember going with my neighbor and I was so excited. And this is the same director, Siddharth Anand. And so for me, it was sort of a coming home because it had that same kind of a feel of really pump up action scenes and really kind of interesting and different things. Especially like Tiger's introduction. It's this single take action scene where he dispatches a group of men, let's just put it that way, who are doing nefarious things in a room. And he just bursts in with no weapons and dispatches everyone, and it's incredible. Hrithik looks so amazing. I remember my jaw dropping from the teaser. Like his biceps are he's so jacked. He's just so looking awesome. I mean, both of them get bloodied and bruised and scarred, and it looks like their noses are breaking and whatever. So it's not the kind of sanitized thing where you have punches but nothing ever happens to anybody. This film had 4 different action directors doing the different action sequences. I don't remember all of their names, but I do remember like one worked on the Transformers film, one worked on The Dark Knight. And these are big Hollywood people. And certain of the scenes, reminded me, like that opening scene with Tiger Shroff that was one single take, reminded me of something from the Bourne Identity films. They just had an elevated quality. One of the action directors was also, I think, from Tigers Into High, and that's it reminded me a little bit of that. That was also a Yash Raj film. They've gone all in. They've paid the money. There's locations in Portugal. There's locations in the Arctic. There's these motorcycle races down European streets. It looks awesome. The locations are exciting. We saw in the trailer that scene where Hrithik is outside of a plane. It feels very Mission Impossible. So I felt like everything was at a really high level for all of the action. The story is pretty good too. I don't want to give any spoilers. We know in the trailer that Hrithik has gone rogue and Tiger was his student and Hrithik was his mentor. Well, there's more depth to that relationship. We get an extended flashback on how they started working together, what conflicts there were. I really enjoyed all of that flashbacks. Vaani Kapoor doesn't have a lot to do, but she is she's there for reasons, right? To flesh out Hrithik's character and his motivations a little bit more. So I enjoyed what little time that she had on screen, but she didn't have a lot. Really, it's not a romantic movie like Bang Bang. This is a bromantic movie. I mean, it's funny. I think Tiger Shroff in real life is a big fan of Hrithik. And you could just see that in his eyes, like he's just looking at him and that's the way his character is. And it just came through so naturally, like, here's the guy that I look up to. The 2 main songs that are in the film, we've already seen them, but there's extended dance, sequences in the film, as you would expect. But there's the romantic song with Hrithik and Vaani Kapoor, and then there's that big holy number with Tiger and Hrithik. It's not an end credit scene. That's all I'll tell you. It's towards the beginning of the film, and I really enjoyed that whole sequence. I mean, they're masters, both of them. And you could just see how much fun they were having doing it together. This is a solid action movie, has a lot of fun twists in the plot, especially in the second half. I don't want to spoil one single moment and let you just enjoy all of it. I love seeing Tiger and Hrithik playing off each other. It's just super fun having a movie like this where you have a big, huge star in Hrithik, an up-and-coming star, and they're playing opposite each other. Super fun. You really feel like you're getting your money's worth watching all of this on the big screen, watching the big dance numbers, watching the huge action sequences, watching the motorcycle races and the car races on the snow, and on and on and on. You're getting your money's worth. You just have to not necessarily everything works out logically. When you come home, you're like, why did all those innocent soldiers get killed? You know, like, don't worry about that. It's a super fun movie. Definitely want to see on the big screen. And it's exciting. This is a week where I've seen two big, satisfying films. We've had so many disappointments in some of our big, heightened expectation films. And it's nice to be able to tell you, war is worth your money. Go and see it. If you had to have a chance to see the movie, I'd love to hear what you thought about it. Tell me in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter at PardeziYT. Subscribe here to Pardesi. And if you hit the bell when you subscribe, you'll never miss a film review or trailer reaction.